Good morning, everyone. This is me, Jen. I am so grateful to share to you this morning an encouragement and hope you are doing well in church. And this morning, we will talk about the life of the Samaritan woman. So, this is a known story in the Bible that most of people heard about it. But today, I will share to you a few things that we can learn from this story of the Samaritan woman. You can find it in John chapter 4. In verse 9, it was mentioned that then the woman of Samaria said to him, how is it you, being a Jew, ask for drink from me, Samaritan woman? For Jews has no dealings with the Samaritans. She mentioned that Jews has no dealings with the Samaritans. But in verse 4, it was mentioned that, but he needed to go through Samaria. So it was Jesus really intentionally going there to meet this woman. And one of the character that we can learn from this passage, the first thing is Jesus is an intentional God, that he wants to connect with people. He wants to connect to someone, even you are an outcast. And the second thing that we can learn from this passage is it was mentioned that Jesus is the living water. Then the woman said to him, sir, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where then do you get the living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from himself, as well as his sons and his livestock? Jesus answered and said to her, whoever drinks of the water will thirst again, but whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst. But the water that I shall give him will become in him a fountain of water spring up into everlasting life. Jesus is the living water. We as a human, we need water to sustain us every single day. And I do believe in spiritual life that there is something inside of us, the cup that needs to be filled, that it's only Jesus Christ can fill that up and nothing else and no one else. And a lot of people wants to go in things in this world and just to fill that cup, the empty cup, on their hearts. But reality, it's only Jesus that can fill that cup in your heart. It's Jesus only, our living water. And the third things that we can learn from this passage about Jesus, that Jesus can change lives. It's really true that this woman encountered the Lord. Why? Because when she heard about Jesus Christ and talking about things, that even she forgot that she was fetching water, and she left her jar and she ran. And in verse 39 it said that, and many of the Samaritans of the city believed in him because of the word of the woman who testified, he told me all that I ever did. So when the Samaritans had come to him, they urged him to stay with them, and stayed there 2 days, and many more believed because of his woman. Can you imagine how this woman was an outcast? She fetched water, but she encountered the Lord, and she left her jar and she ran, and even not thinking that, I'm a sinner, but she knew that she encountered the Messiah, and she just ran. And a lot of Samaritan people encountered the Lord. And there is power of our testimony and how we encounter God. We can be a blessing to other people, that no one can ever say that God is not true, but because this woman encountered God, and many believe in Jesus because of her encounter. And yeah, it's true too. These things that we can learn from this verse about Jesus is an intentional God, that he is our living water, that Jesus can change lives, and it's still happening today. Jesus can change lives, and he is our living water, and he is an intentional God. Hopefully you will be encouraged this morning that whatever things that you are going through, Jesus is always there, that he is doing something in our life. God bless you and good morning.